Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise, our honor, and our glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. And next, double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing in, keep the faith, regardless whether people hear or whether they forbear. All right, and it's just going to be Day of Atonement afterthoughts. All right, pretty much. So all the brothers pretty much around the world all fasted 24 hours, dry fast, no food, no water. All right, for the Day of Atonement. All right, from Wednesday evening until Thursday evening. All right, and it really wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad, but it's a faith booster because, you know, we suffered. All right, it was as a sacrifice, but at the same time, you know, we had the spirit on us to endure and to bear through it. All right, and you know, as I stated to one of the brothers before camp yesterday, before midweek, I spoke on how, you know, we were simulating affliction. All right, but now we're getting ready to come to that time, all right, very soon, where the affliction is going to be real. All right, you know, we're not going to be able to just walk into the house and go into the fridge and you know, grab fruit, vegetables, you know, meat, pasta, whatever we want. We're not going to be able to just go to Chick-fil-A, you know, or Culver's, you know, whatever kind of burger place you like, and go get something to eat. All right, when this societal collapse comes, all right, we're going to need Yahweh Shai to stay strong, okay? And the Day of Atonement, once again, it's all about, you know, humbling ourselves, afflicting ourselves, all right, as a sacrifice to the Lord. That's what fasting is really all about. All right, so, you know, while we were hungry, but, you know, we still, you know, pushed through. And then we had camp yesterday, and after we got done preaching, you know, I was thinking to myself, we weren't even thinking about eating. All right, we had just went past 24 hours, you know. We probably went about maybe an hour or two past that before we actually ate. And the whole time we weren't even really all that hungry. Weren't even really all that thirsty. All right. And it's a faith booster because we dedicated ourselves to the Lord, and in return, in doing so, all right, we were spiritually fed, and that manifested in the physical. All right. So I'm just going to bring us a few scriptures on that. Okay. Because Yahweh Shai gave this same sentiment as well. All right, this is Matthew the 4th chapter. All right, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Okay, this is where Yahweh Shai was tempted, all right, of the devil, as the scriptures say. Okay, so this is Matthew chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, "Then was Yahweh Shai led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." All right, so Yahweh Shai, he had a certain goal and mission, you know, to complete. All right, and that required a lot of humbling himself. That required denying himself. All right, and the devil came to tempt him, and, you know, said, "Hey, you know, you're the son of the Most High. Go ahead and create food for yourself." All right, and he rejected it. All right, he stood strong. He said, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." All right, which is important because, you know, he said bread alone is not going to feed you. Okay. You're not, the time that we're coming into, we're going to need spiritual strength and spiritual help to make it through this time. All right. But also on top of that, okay, we're going to share in that same sentiment because we're going to enter into the hour of temptation. All right. We're going to enter into that time where, you know, we're not going to have food and water readily available. All right. But we have to trust in the Most High, all right, to feed us in that day. Okay, and he said that he would for those who stayed strong, all right, in this time. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right. Okay, so he said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, meaning what? We finished our race. All right, we stay strong all the way unto the end. All right. You know, even in this time right now, all right, we go out there and we do the work. You know, we keep our minds focused on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because in Matthew the 6th chapter, he said, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. All right. So we keep the word of his patience, and then when that time comes, we really need him. All right, you know, he's going to come through for us. Okay, and that's the time we're coming into. All right, but you must understand that bread alone is not what's going to sustain us. All right, it's going to be, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, his word, you know, covering us. All right, that our names are written in the book of life. Okay, Yahweh righteous are. So this is another precept I got, Saint John chapter 4 and verse let me see, Saint John chapter 4 and verse 34, and it reads, Yahweh Shai saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. All right. So I'm gonna get some context on that. All right, Matthew chapter 4 and verse 31. In the meanwhile, his disciples prayed him, saying, Master, eat. But he said unto them, I have meat to eat that ye know not of. All right, so I guess he had been out there preaching, you know, doing the work, and the disciples came to Yahushua and said, hey, it's time to eat. And he said, I've already pretty much said, I'm already full. I've eaten. Okay. He said, I have meat that you know not of. All right, and he said, verse 33, therefore said the disciples one to another, hath any man brought him aught to eat? So they were saying, what is he talking about? All right, did anyone bring him a meal when we weren't paying attention? All right, Yahweh Shai saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me. Okay, so my meat is to do the will of him that sent me. All right, and that's you know, and to finish his work. Okay, and that's literally, you know, our meat as well. Okay, you know, in that time, you know, we're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna be able to go to a restaurant and get food. We're not gonna be able to go into our fridges and eat, you know, but the Most High is gonna sustain us because we've done his work. He's gonna make sure that we're filled. All right, and it's the same concept. And we felt that live yesterday. All right, when we was out there preaching on the highways and byways, you know, we got done with camp, and like I said, we weren't even really thinking about eating or drinking, even though he had just fasted for that time. Okay, and that's spiritual, and we're looking forward to, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai doing the same for us in that day. All right, you know, that time when the famine comes, because best believe it is coming. It's in the word, you know, behold, I will bring the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right, when we see famine come, you know, to the land, okay, we're going to be tested. All right, just like Yahweh Shai was tested of the devil. Okay, we're going to be tested to take that RFID microchip. Okay, but Most High said, he said that he's going to make sure that we're fed, and he's going to take care of us in that day. So I'll get a few more scriptures and close out. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33. All right, Isaiah chapter 33, and I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, the sinners in Zion are afraid. All right, the sinners in Zion, those who are just not dedicating their lives to the Lord, man. All right, they're going to be in great fear in this time, because the Most High is going to make it so bad out here that everyone's going to know this is the judgment of the God of heaven. Okay, the power of the heavens, man. All right, it's not going to be any mistakes. All right, everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to know in that day this is the judgment of the Heavenly Father. So Isaiah 33 and 14, the sinners in Zion are afraid, and fearfulness has surprised the hypocrites. All right, because they're gonna, you know, they're not gonna be expecting it. Even today, we tell people what's gonna happen, they don't believe it. Okay, so fearfulness is gonna surprise the hypocrites. Why are they hypocrites? Because, you know, these are the same people that go to church every Sunday, All right, with their lips they honor him, but their hearts are far from him. All right, they're not occupied in prophecy. Okay, the sinners in Zion are afraid, and fearfulness has surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? And who amongst us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? Okay, that's going to be their lot. They're going to end up in a lake of fire. All right, verse 15. He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despiseth the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hands from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. It says, he shall dwell on high, his place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him, his waters shall be sure. Okay, so I'll read that again. Isaiah 33:15. He that walketh righteously, that walketh righteously, and speaketh uprightly. Okay, so you preach, but you also live what you preach. All right, he that despiseth the gain of oppression, so you're not taking bribes. You don't have a 501c3. You're not stealing money from the congregation. All right, you didn't make a deal with the government. Okay, that shaketh his hand from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him. His waters shall be sure. Okay, so that man is going to be taken care of in that day. Okay. Let's get another precept on that. How the Most High is going to make sure that the elect are taken care of in that time. All right, Isaiah chapter 65. Isaiah chapter 65 and verse go ahead and get verse 11. It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, and that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. All right, so you forsaken the Lord, and you trust in Esau. All right, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer, and when I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. All right, and that's a lot of people, man. Okay, a lot of people, you know, they reject the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, we had that video where you saw all the mockers and scoffers of the Hebrew Israelites. They don't know, they're not rejecting us, man. Okay, they're not rejecting us. They're rejecting the one that they claim to serve. All right, because we're the ones that are coming with the truth. We're the ones coming with the gospel. All right, and the prophecies to tell you which the prophecies are the gospel, but to tell you what's getting ready to happen, man. All right, the good news, how the elect is going to be delivered. All right, and all those who have done evil will be punished. That's good news to those who are righteous. All right. Luke chapter 10 and verse 16, it says, he that heareth you heareth me, and he that despiseth you despiseth me, and he that despiseth me despiseth him that sent me. Okay, so you're not hating us. All right, you really hate the Heavenly Father. Okay, you hate Yahushai, and you hate the one who sent Yahushai. All right, and Yahushai sent us. So when you're rejecting the word, it ain't us you're rejecting. Okay, you're rejecting the only power that is able to bring deliverance in the time that we're coming into, because he's the one that's bringing the destruction. All right, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. All right, and verse 8, it says, he therefore that despiseth not man, but the Most High, who hath also given unto us his Holy Spirit. Okay, so you don't despise us, you despise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But let's keep reading Isaiah 65. Pick up where I left off at. Okay, verse 12, therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer, and when I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. All right, so he said, my servant's going to eat, my servant's going to drink. All right, we trust in that, okay? And in the times where we're being tested, because everyone's going to go through that hour of temptation, all right? We're being tested. you know, by Esau. He's created an artificial famine out here. Or excuse me, he's artificially created a famine, because the famine is going to be very real. All right, we're going to see a lot of people starving to death, man. Okay. I got one more scripture to close out. Okay, we're going to see a lot of people starving to death. All right, and we're going to be tested. Okay, most of the world is going to bow down to the beast system in that day. And even if you don't, even if you push through, but you're not of the elect, then you're just going to starve to death. All right, it tells you that in scriptures. Okay, but the elect is going to be taken care of in that time. And we'll close out with that. The book of Job, chapter 5, and verse, I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Okay, this is for his elect. All right, which we're praying to be at that number, man. All right. Once again, it was a faith booster. Okay, yesterday, we had went 24 hours, and we were feeling it before we started camp. I was feeling a little weak, a little tired, but we just pushed through. And by the end of it, we were rejuvenated. We were invigorated. We had our strength back. Okay, and we weren't even thinking about eating, because we did the work of the Lord, and that was our meat. All right, so we were spiritually fed, which what's spiritual always manifests into the physical. All right. So Job 5 and 19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and that shalt visit thy habitation, and shall not sin. Okay, so he said, I'm going to deliver thee from all these evils, from all these troubles, a complete number of evils. One of the first things listed, though, was famine and sword, okay, which is what Esau is getting ready to bring. Both of those in a great multitude over the earth. All right, he's going to bring famine, and he's going to bring the sword, okay, and we're going to need him in those days. We're going to need Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So I'm going to close out with that. Okay, Yahweh Rachazai was edifying and faith boosting. His saints are going to be taken care of in that day, his servants, man. All right? I've never seen the righteous forsaken, or the seed of the righteous begging bread. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, but I'm gonna close out with that. Yahweh Rachazah is edifying. As always, I want to give all praise, and honor, and our glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone, who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless whether we're here or whether they forbear. Until next time, shalom and a Bible ball.